Oh!
Wait, wait.
Yeah, come back. You have to kill. Not that we should let me.
I'm tired
Oh! Oh! Damn it! Wow! That was really nice from Zion. That will be the killing that you need to do. Every time he to do that, change the game.
You guys are so hard.
I am still in the fight. Group up with me. Group up. Take the objective. Get in there.
Guys, you cannot have after doing that. Go, go, go! Okay, we got that.
Get in there.
I already know. Wait this time.
I will never best round.
It's okay, guys. Take a point. I blame on Morgan. You should only. Yeah, easy counter. Yeah, easy.
Oh, yeah.
My ultimate is charging. My ultimate is charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
I haven't used it. I have been. What the fuck?
Barriers on.
I'm going
And, try to protect that play from it, and it's just going to cover the side of it and say, you know what, I'm going to protect this guy, and that will be it.
just waiting for the chat to press Q, dude. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck?
Give me another shot. My ultimate is charging.
Got it. My ultimate is charging.
Very impressive at the side of him trying to protect his team, getting him a little bit more.
Oh, but this one.
That saved his team a little bit more, but then that would kill the player a little bit more, and that will actually save.
It's okay, dude. He's all Winston. Literally, he's all Winston. I need Jennifer.
That will actually save the team, and he will save the Zombra for dying, but that will be not enough
Ultimate is almost
at all, and that will fall down. Mickey will change the time back to spawn, and that really killed two of them in the spawn. That will change the game. That will change the game instead of playing that Zaya. Always had that shit. Always.
What? You're opening up what?
Very nice from him. Very great bubble side from Zaya. Zaya really in the spot of creating space from his own, and yeah. Ah! Oh! Not just only protect one person, he protect two person in the spot. And that really changed the game, isn't it? That will let him go back to spawn, and sayonara for him. Cannot be stopped by the Juggernaut. They spammed it in the spawn, and that will let him win the point back to where he's belong. And Mickey changed the game a little bit. That was a nice grab from him. Really tactical when he saw that thing, and you cannot stop watching him. And Mickey was smiling a little bit more when he had that point. He is winning big, and not only that, Mickey PP will continue to use the Zaya to zone out that situation when coming to playing that play. What will happen to Mickey PP? He will try to go to the right hand side as his point, and he will try to get in as fast as he can, and he will get in this time. Yeah, kill the Lucio first, and he did that, and that will win the game. And that will kill him eventually. That will change the game a little bit more. Mara and Zaya on the point, and that will bring them the victory. They needed 17%, 18% of charge right now. Not really that much as charge, but you know, when Zaya have a very good situation, when he knows how to just go in there without anything, and that will change a little bit more. He's bubbled it game player, only one shot to come, and that will change the game a little bit from his team, and he got the bubble ready for that player, and he's going to bubble that shit out of it. And that will change him a little bit more. That will make his team come back and say, you know what, this is good.
My ultimate is charging.
38% to 40% of outcharge, and they really have 40%. that will change the game a little bit more, because this is not a great situation from other team, and this will bring them back to spawn and say, you know what, back it out is the only situation they had in, and that will change the game a little bit more, and he will get some charged from his team. That will be 2 dead in his team. Mora is charging back. That is your chance. And Mora. And there we go. This is it. This is 70% of charge. And that will not change his team back to spawn. Zaya will not get his spawn out as soon as possible, and that will change his team. And 73%, and what is going on in that side? Oh, 1 dead, and Soldier 76 can kill everyone in that. Look, he's gonna zone out that Winston play, and that. Oh! Whoa, stop! He hit the goal!
Play of the game.
Look at that. Look. Oh. That will change the team a little bit more when he had that ultimate that he used.
Wow, that's so good. If you do well, you win. Soldier, shoulder, left. I got TV. Soldier, shoulder low.
Every time when he had that shit, when he know the clearance, Zaya is a great hero for him. He let that situation come. Look at this. He had that play, and then there we go. He saw that happen, and he will kill everyone in that spawn. He will make history with one tank.
Hit me, hit me. Hit me. Chaser, chaser, chaser. That's one chaser. 2 CP. Yes, 2 CP. I went to charge.
Your safety. My ultimate is charged.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
There we go. Oh.
Now Mickey will play that Orisa, which is really good for him. He learned a lot.
One.
My EMP is charging.
Defend objective.
You do realize you spell from He doesn't like to beat, right?
The shooting needs Zaya that here Mickey is really not sure what he's doing right there, but then he said, okay, that was a mistake there. Gonna zone them out from there we eat. You can't really kill him at here. He's going to kill the Zaya first. We'll let him to go back and say, you will not kill me. And that was Mickey play.
Together we are strong.
It's back to Zaya this time. That will change the team a little bit more, and that will kill 2% in their team. Back to spawn, and here we go. Mickey. Oh, that will let him sleep and say, no, Mickey, you're not gonna get back up again. That will save the team. By using that, actually, he was saving his team. He wanted to play.
Perseverance is the key.
Coming.
My ultimate is charging.
63% in just 1 minute. That was impossible actually. But then he actually did it anyway. Just through Zaya is still in the matter. Actually want to play that. Just going to hey, nope. I'm just going to go out, protect the point a little bit.
My ultimate is almost ready. 60 seconds.
After that, they had 60 seconds. They only can. What they need to do is wait for it to come. And now it's time to get back. And not gonna use his ultimate because that would be a waste of ultimate anyway, and that will kill everyone on the spawn and send them back where they belong. And that was Mickey's fault actually, because he should have used his ultimate like that. And they had the ultimate, but no one able to call the shot, and Mickey was saving it just in case everyone is stayed at the same moment. Everyone is trying. Now this is good for the enemy team because as they come, this is not going to be like one shot of thing. And look at Mickey Pepe, he's going to skate around that payload, waiting for that chance to come, and that is just to save that one shot to it. And Mickey Pepe will fall back this time, but no really, because he's just going to die on that spawn and say, you know what, I'm still not going to use that ultimate. And why is that? Because he's not really on any shit coming through. No, enemy team was not pushing a lot, and he was saving that out and waiting for the people to come. And he's not going. And that will let his run hard date this time.
I need healing. I am injured.
That let's see how many people was there. 2 people, 3 people was there. And oh, unfortunately, who was not able to use his out at that. He's going to suffer because he is not in the win, and he was dead again. And Mickey PP will be dead and respawn to the spawn, and that was his fault at here. Zombra was really good in that point, and that will change the team a little bit more. Again! That will not stop him from not using his ult this time, but then that will not change his enemy team again, and that will save his ultimate to the last of the point instead, and that will not be good for Mickey PP because Mickey PP should have used his ultimate. He's not using his ult, he's not constantly waiting for the 1k and 4 people to come, and he's always unlucky shot in Zombra, and he's hiding this time. He's just waiting for the play comes in, and he's just going to wait this time. Oh! 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 That was what he wanted to do. But and it's just beautiful when he did that, and that will change his team a little bit more. And he's just going to contest with the Winston right now, because there's no way you can charge your ultimate that fast when you are on Zion. And he know that, and that is the change that he needed. And Mickey will change as well. This is got played this time, and he's going to use this. Well, just 2 here.
30 seconds remaining.
Mickey on the mission.
Nano boost is charging.
My shield generator has been destroyed.
10 seconds remaining.
Slowly they
Back at my position. Victory. Play of the game.
fire at will.
Huge job. That changed the team. What? Look, Nicky PP just gonna clap his hand and play good this time. That Zion play, wow! What are you gonna say about the Zion play when he had that ultimate, when he got it? And he will just use it right in front of the enemy, and that costs everyone to stick it in. He's just waiting for the moment.
Why you have a chuck button? Yeah, right, fire eye.
That be okay because they can do a lot of shit with Diva at here. You don't need to wait for his team to come in. All you need to do is wait a chance, and there we go. He saw that shit. He will wait for the wrong mistake.
No, so 1k out.
You know, that will zone out that Pharah back to spawn. Will kill this player this time, and he will lag himself to heal up this time. This time Nicky will just try to get healed this time, and now he will just get in a little bit just to see, and the enemy will not see him right now. He will be behind of the enemy team. That will change the enemy. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was good, isn't it?
Don't worry, I got this.
Oh, that will change his team. And Mickey will chase after that thing. He will play like what he is doing at Diva, most likely. And say bye bye, see you later. And that will change the enemy team a little bit much for it. That will really change the play for the tank player, because he is doing great and he doesn't need any support to come in. He just need to wait for a chance to get in this time, and he will get some heal and say, you know what, I need some healing. That was a very nice slap from player, and he's just gonna wait for that to get up and say, you know what, I'm just gonna kill this guy, and he will back it out this time. Let you see how do you play Diva, and he will get 2 person in a row, and that is gonna be good. And this is I want to stay this time. This will not going to be good. And that will change his team a little bit. Getting very nicely done. And he will go back to the why he's belong. That will push every situation. He will try to get some and that will not save his team this time. Mickey PP will try to get back this time and he will be dead. And changing every single attack from the enemy team will not change the point. What are you gonna say? Well, not bad from him. He was just trying to zoom out the Mercury out of the spawn, and this is good for the enemy team because they are inside right now. They are getting killed a lot, and that will change the team a little bit much because he will just go back again. That would not help the enemy team a little bit more. That will be solo outed. What can Mickey do? Well, Mickey can wait for the ultimate comes and for his team, and he can wait for everyone to die at this shoot, and he will die on that Symmetra this time, and that will change every shot that he can do. That will give them a lot of charge, and that will kill the one Zombra only, but then Symmetra is killing the shit out of his team, and it's not going to change this time, and it's going to stay with one. Mickey PP will go down this time. He know what to do. And one kill, and that will change his team, and that you would never thought of anything of it, and then that would not help his team, and that will cost them a trouble from Mickey, because Mickey cannot even kill the Symmetra on that side. But then that will change the enemy team a little bit more, because that will help the enemy back, and he will try to get back a little bit more and say, I'm here. He is going to search for this teleporter right now, and you know it's not right here, and he was going to get that Symmetra anyway. Mickey will try his best back to spawn this time, and will try to get it in, pushing in for it. Maybe more for the Lucio to die, and he did kill you there. Oh! And that will kill this Ultra, and that was so good because Mickey knows how to play that as well. When they back out, when D.Va uses ultimate, there's no way they will get back to the spawn, and that's what they need. And probably it's okay. It's fuck. And that was really going to change a little bit more for his team. And that will zone out the McCree a little bit more, and now he's just going to say, hey, there you go, I'm here and you cannot beat me. My ultimate, and here we go, he's going to use his ultimate, and that will not kill anyone at all. Oh, Mickey! That will let him just say, I'm gonna go back this time. Unfortunately, everyone had his ultimate. One out will be enough for them to push the point, but they will not create the space that they need. And that will change his enemy team a little bit more. 54 seconds with one ultimate needed. Zone out the thing, he really could change a little bit more. There we go. The had to play. That will change a little bit more with his team. He's low, and Eva will just go ahead and attack this time, and he will use that play a little bit more, and that will change his team a little bit. That will let everyone die. And Mickey will start using his ultimate a little bit more, and that will change a little bit of creating chance for his team, and that will not help the situation, because Symmetra is really good at this point, but that will not stop them from going to the spawn a little bit tiny, a little bit more.
Nice. Keep on take, keep on take. Keep on take over.
And he will let himself out and kill that shit, and that will not have one Lucio needed. And that will not help the team. Probably he will lose this situation, but then one is dead and the other have chance to go. They had a little bit more, and that will not help his team because contesting the point and everyone is losing his point. 29 elimination, 7 death. That was really good. Part in the chat from Mickey, and that will really change a little bit more. That it's good. You know. One thing. I had a little bit of salvation and say, you know what, I'm just gonna win the game for the team, but not really as much as he did today. And a lot of times he did something and create things for the team, and that will change every single shit for the team. And he just used the ultimate and create space, and that's what he always do for his team.
You need a logo. Why not?
Mickey have to think before he assemble. Widowmaker is not just good on here, and this is what it's going to do. Junkrat will be good on this game, but you have no tank on that situation, and Mickey have to play Orisa or Diva in this kind of point. What are you gonna say about Rojo? Rojo might be a good option, but then they had
Attackers incoming.
shit, and yeah, Rojo will definitely be great on this card because there's not much he can do, and he's gonna be Rojo this time. Mickey,
Why are you guys so sad?
he's gonna stand on the point, create space for his team, just like what he did last time. Hesaya create a lot of space for his team, create the attack to happen always.
Oh, 2 CP! Oh!
I thought it's Zaya this time, but he's not going to had a few for a little bit more.
No, no, no. 2 CP, yeah, I hate 2 CP. Got a tank in here! What's me? There's a tank in here.
We can say stop, like let that happen again. Oh! Oh! He jumped it. That changed the game a little bit more, isn't it? When he do that.
Teleporter online.
Ah, that was really smart from Mickey. You cannot see him right here. That was really. He's gonna play around that wall and say, "You're gonna shot me." Here he is. And that really makes sense, isn't it? Just taunted Widow to come out a little bit more, but oh! Oh, that will send the entire whole team back to spawn. He missed his hook again. Okay, Marshall is just taunting that Zaya to come out this time. Look, he's just taunting that play and taunting, keep on taunting, and he cannot. Oh! Wow! Interesting, isn't it? When Roja can hook, that will change pretty much a little bit more. You know, Mickey just being like Mickey right now. Oh, sweetness. When you saw that hook, you never come back again. Mickey is really in the spot when he had that play. No. It's crazy when how Mickey will stand there and then say, you know what, I'm just gonna get down, because they get down the situation, and look where he is right now. this is good for him because when he had that, he will stand right in front of the staircase. He will not do anything. He will stand right here, and they cannot really do much thing at here. And you know, that was really, really good, isn't it? And very dangerous, isn't it? For Mickey PP just do that. Oh! He finally tackle Mickey. When he stand that staircase, there's no way you can counter him. And now he's just going to get up this time. He's going to follow Doomsday this time. Oh! That will not let him to go and say, you know what? I'm just going to chase after you, and you will not have any sort of play at all. Is that pretty nice, isn't it? When that happened, you know, he had that shot, he had that play. Mickey, that hook was real. He stayed near to the staircase, and he was guarding on the high ground. He was letting them come, and they are not backing up. That was pretty weird because Mickey was playing carefully as Rojo, and that would be the smartest play of all time. You know, he's just guarding there, and no one can kill him because once they come in, they are dead. It does make it different. But if they are going up to the left hand side, they can go top left, and you know, everyone just get Lucio, something like that. And they need to do something more. It's not just go to the center, but Mickey just protecting the point and kill the Ana. That was really good. That shot really did quite a lot, isn't it?
I came here to close the deal.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, let's get a deal done, bro.
I'm your fucking team, bro.
Yo, wait, what's up? Why aren't you training, bro? You don't even look sweaty. Yo, you want to be fighting me right now?
Yeah, bro.
You gotta get sweaty. You gotta get in the gym.
You're not as tall as people say.
Oh, snap. It's gonna get ugly when we in the ring, though. You came here to close the deal?
Okay.
Let's close the deal, all right?
So let's close the deal, then.
All right, good. I got the contract right here for you, all right?
You got the contract.
Got the contract right here for you, bro. It's that ass contract.
Oh, real.
Yo, it's easy, all right? You call your team. You tell them 50-50. Logan Paul versus KSI August 25th.
What is this? What is this?
That's the contract.
What is that?
So let's get the deal done. Tell your team where they at.
It's your team, bro.
No, it's not, bro.
Jeff is sleeping. It's your team.
Jeff is not sleeping. My man's right there wide awake.
Jeff, bro, it's on you then. Yeah, what you mean it's not 50?
You guys came back and tried to throw some stuff in there.
No, it's 50. It should be 50.
All right, well, let's get that signed.
Let's get it done. Shake his hand. Well, let's get it done.
50-50. I'm down with 50.
Get down, yeah?
Up and down.
50, get a deal done. August 25th, we fight. Yeah? Get in the ring, start training,
Oh,
start
no,
sweating.
you need to get something.
Because I'm coming in
You
hot
need
with
to train,
the
trust me.
guns, baby.
Oh, you brother, you weren't ready. I'm gonna give you that weapon.
Yeah, I hope so. Somebody's got to do it.
Oh, for real.
Somebody's going to
I
get
know,
knocked the
dude.
fuck
I'm
out, bro.
not. It's you, bro.
I don't think so, bro.
So I got you, Joe, huh?
Yo, look up at me.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm going you. Oh, yeah, you be down there, bro.
There we go. Now you're going to be down there. You're still going to be looking up at me, boy.
Yeah, you're gonna be down there, bro.
Sleeping just like your team is right now. Get the deal done.
Your team sleeps.
Get the deal done.
I'll get the deal done. Trust.
Wait, you know what's funny about this?
What?
You're a YouTuber, bro.
Yeah, I'm a
Hey, I
YouTuber.
can see it. You ain't a
Oh,
real
really?
You ain't a real
Oh, yeah, but you never been hit in the face. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can wrestle. You can wrestle.
All right.
All day, every day.
Get the deal done.
We out. Bro, I can't wait. What you gonna wait?
I'll take his comb.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm gonna fuck what you gonna do?
What is going on with the team when playing hero like Zaya and then Diva, and then now he's just flexing a little bit more. And Mickey is really very anxious sometimes, but he bounced back a little bit more. On that side note, we need one tank. That was be good if they had that one tank cover the Bastion. That would really change the game. But that only have one healer.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Quit screwing around and get ready to move. Hey. Hello.
Same team.
What?
That would change his team a little more and say, you know what, hi guys. SQC mode is on. Coco SQC will be on that side node and say, you know what, I'm coming here. And XQC will play this round for Mickey. Oh! That really was good, isn't it? Oh my god! The XQC will try his best this time. Oh, SQC on the ground and say, you know what, I'm just going to damage you guys. Oh, that was very unfortunately, but it's okay on the situation, and XQC will come back and put that shield back online, but it's not going to help that anyway. It's just going to smile a little bit on SQC. Mickey. SQC have that 5 elimination. And let's not forget, that will help his team a little bit more. And now he's going to replace that. Oh, that was very good, isn't it? Oh, that will not. Look at SQC. Look at where he is right now.
Wow. Yeah, go back here. Help me, help me.
SQC, very nicely done. He tried to hide himself in the corner, but it's not going to help him at all. Probably that will change a little bit more. And SQC will change his team a little bit more, and that will really and SQC give a little bit warning to the Mercy a little bit. Oh! You're not able to kill him. And XQC will try to get back a little bit more and say, I need the healing. I will need the boosting coming up this time. Where SQC is landing right now. Oh, look at him go, and this is good for him. And SQC! Whoa! Oh, XQC! On fire! Look at where he belongs. Change the team a little bit more and say, I'm gonna use the ultimate, and that will kill the Mercy. One shot, one kill, lock on. That will change his team a little bit more, and change back is needed for the other team, and he will just place that turret back to where it belongs, and he will start shooting. And we're just gonna wait for this. Look at SQC, saw that shit. You're not gonna let Tobian to have it, and that will be good for him. He's just gonna shot that a little bit more. He's just going to do that a little bit more and say XQC just going not allowing him to take that point and say, well done, you're just going to keep that. It's going to use the ultimate. Look at that shit when he had that play. Look, the bubble is real, and there we go. Protection is real for me. Played pretty good from XQC time. He will use Orisa and hide on the corner, and that will what is going on with SQC mind when he had that?
Take his damn cornbread! We're taking cornbread! Doghouse is taking cornbread!
Alright, so, Logan, you know, I just want to fight, man. I just can't wait to fight. I feel like we need to just get this contract done and so legit, like, the reason why it's taking long is because both our teams can't agree on fucking terms, but that is what it is. It's gonna happen, trust, and I can't wait. He's such a clown, man. Running up on me like that.
This guy's stupid.
Bro, they're both fucking douchebags. Legit, I'm doing the world a favor by knocking his ass out. Like, I can't wait. It needs to happen. And the thing is, like, I thought he was gonna be a lot taller than, I swear on like Google and all that shit, it says he's like 6'4". That nigga ain't 6'4", bro. He's tiny, fam. I was like, yo, like, I sparred Vidal and Vidal's taller. I can't wait. It's going to be God.
How are you gonna say about one thing about Mickey and XQC when they had that situation play, when you see that, and you cannot just do a lot of things, and when you have so much of DPS going on in the team, he just need to go on and with his life and say, oh, I'm gonna play that player, I'm gonna play that player, and it works a lot. And XQC changed a little bit much for the team. I have to agree with that shit. And you know, we need two diver, and that probably need to do.
3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Imagination is the essence of the skill.
SQC will join in this time again.
1 minute.
Like SQC saw that Winston not going to chase after that. He's going to waste his jump anyway. That will kill one person in this one. Look at SQC, he know what to do. That will not get them back to the spawn, and XQC will jump back to the point and say, you know what, I'm going to do something is crazy, and he will die to that shit. That will let SQC go back in town and say, you know what, SQC, sometimes you got bad luck, and this is the bad luck that we are talking about. They need one more healer. One guy has to play that. Oh, he's not gonna let him to have that shit, and now, oh, look, this is how you're going to play Winston. When he had that shit going on, saw that low situation, he would just jump to someone and try to get one person that would be needed. That will kill him in the point and say goodbye. Have no healer. One more healer is really needed on that team, and XQC would not have the chance to even chase down the Widow at all, and that probably will be SQC will just die to that shit and say, you know what, I'm not gonna survive, and that will be one win. And SQC really doing his best, trying to contest the point, but they really need one more healer, and one more TPS will be good, and May will not do the job, and that will be a swap from the team a little bit more. And what are you gonna say about it? I think they need a front line, they need a soldier, they need a McCree, and they need someone like Rawhall, and SQC is okay to play Rawhall at all, you know. But situation wise, Winston is okay in this map, and then he's going to continue to play it. He's just going to side the point and change a little bit more, and that will kill one guy in the team, and that will infiltrate. And that will not be enough for SQC. He will die to the Lucio, because Lucio is chasing after him. He knows he's low, and that will change his every time when you saw that shit coming. And SQC will not go to the point this time. He will wait for his team, and that will let them to come back to the spawn this time and say, I'm coming. SQC trying to zone out the win, getting that play from it. He's going to say goodbye and have fun a little bit with the point a little bit, and he's going to do that because that will change a little bit point, and it will go back this time and say, you know what, I have that shit coming on, and that will change everything. And SQC cannot run at all, has no health to play, and that will try to flip that point away. And again, Mora is dead. Fight 5v6, and probably not gonna have their times. They have to come back 10%, and that will not help the team a little bit. SQC trying to get the Mora as well, but not gonna do much thing because Mora is gonna die this time for the enemy team again, and that will, and he's gonna lock down and say, I'm gonna get some healing from the Mora, and that will not be not enough, and SQC will die on that point. He will say, nope, I'm not gonna let you go back. What do you need to do to make a difference this time? Oh, excuse me! That will change a little bit more, let them have the contest, but that will not help a little bit more because they will die. The point SQC will lost the point. They were not doing quite a lot of things when the shot is coming. It's attack point. SQC didn't chase after the Widow. Overwatch League is something SQC will address himself. And what are you going to say about SQC, Mickey? Situation that he get banned and we have nothing to help him, and you know he was being banned. We cannot get him back, and it's not necessary on this thing. I think that SQC done nothing wrong, so it's like situation wise that Overwatch League has been very biased because other people has done the similar stuff and 10 times worse than SQC, and I think SQC need to, you know, come back for other stage. Probably they need to give him a chance to play, you know. That's I'm gonna say.
Traveling to Route 66. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
What are you gonna say about SQC? Well, he did pretty nice, pretty good on that map, but then it's not really enough for that Winston play. As what I always say about one thing about Winston, and I think Winston is not really in a good situation, but he can kill people, a lot of people like Support and Kenji, but situation is not good enough for the team, so we lose the point quite a lot. So yeah. So who wants to play next? EKM want to play. next, but too many TPS in 1 point.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Try not to get yourselves killed out there. I wouldn't drink the coffee. Always tasted like boiled dirt.
AKM will start to play a little bit of Soldier 76 and will team up with his team a little more. But AKM cannot play Soldier a little bit, you know, there's no tank at all, but to try it out this time. AKM will start to play a little bit on Rojo this time. Because they don't have a tank, they need a position tank, and then Rojo might not be an answer for his team. Will it be enough? Not really that much, because AKM is a player that knows how to shot things down just like that. Get the diva back. You know, but when someone dead, there's nothing they can do. That will let him die and go back to spawn. AKM might think a little bit about life right now because he's being not. I do like this tracer. 31% of outcharge. That was pretty much it for me. AKM will try to zone out on that side. It's gonna beat the Sombra this time, but didn't see anyone at all. Look what AKM is going to do. He's just going to punish that Widowmaker play a little bit more. But then he's gonna die this time. He's gonna back. Oh, that will be good for the Mora getting everyone, and now he's gonna hide this time. Oh, AKM will say goodbye. Good job from AKM. He locked that a little bit more, and he say, I'm not gonna get back a little bit. You know he's gonna slack this shit out of him. Not doing anything much. Rojo will continue push the point, but it's not gonna be enough, like I say. They at least need a dive player, but then they don't have the dive. But it's gonna be good for AKM to try the Rojo this time. Oh, what? That one will be unfortunately at all times. Oh, AKM pushing the payload this time. Will he do something about it? And he did this time. And AKM will let them to realize this is what you call okay Rojo play. Oh! Oh! AKM saw that shit, and he will go back this time. Why did he take the pen away from me? It's like it's a troll. I gotta buy a pen. Oh! AKM will continue to look at how he played. That was really good when he skilled it only. Oh! AKM again! That was pretty good, isn't it? When he had that shit, you will see that play and had that play situation, and AKM will let that happen all time, and that will kill one person in round, and Q2 instead. That will not kill anyone in this point. That will change everything. AKM is doing pretty nice. 15 elimination, 1 death has draw hog is on fire. That was probably a great play from AKM when the player was trying. Oh, oh, would be doing that as well. 1K was be enough. Don't even need to use his ultimate. He's just going to be jumping around when Jungler had that pole, and he's going to jump around just to make sure he's not going to be dead. And he's doing job, isn't it? Just to make sure he's not going to die this time. Oh, that was very good, isn't it? Oh, okay. That will be good. Oh, okay. Done. What? How you play raw hard? Oh! AKM! In the sky, he was okay with all the kills that he needed. Oh, AKM was doing the whole hop real nice, and that will help his team. It's gonna dab a little bit. AKM on fire. One shot is enough. Hot play will be great. That's nice. 26 kill streak and 26 elim, and that will change his team.
Nice to be appreciated.
And that is the best play I ever seen in my entire life. What he done just now, only 1 death on the spot, and he was spotting everyone and blocking everyone to come out. Look at this. This is a great play from him. He's looking, where is it? It's going to kill 2 person right here, and just going to block them away from the spawn, and he will go back to the payload and get some heal, kill much more people, and wait for his second out to come, but doesn't need it anyway. That will be it. That was great from 1 elimination kill. That was 1 death, and it create a lot of space, and not just create space from him, and he will create so much of space for player to watch him, and this is good for him. When he saw the player is responding, when he saw his team is killing people, then the Rojo will start to use a little bit ultimate, go to the point they are spawned, and he will contest it and block their way before they come up. That was pretty nice from AKM, he probably is okay as Rojo. He only had one death and had 25 kill without any death on the map. Rule 66, that was really hard to play that play at all, and he had that situation. He created space, he helped in his team, Mickey was on fire, and then the Rojo was great. He had that play, you know, he created space for the team, and he got the McCree on top of the bridge, and that was really great for the team. And I was just going to say what happened from AKM and what you're going to say about your play just now, AKM. Just now I had one death, I make a mistake, but I did well. At the second point I had 24 kills, and my hook accuracy was up, and I killed the Kenji quite a lot of times. I killed the McCree, and then when I saw there is space for me to use my ultimate, I will pop my ult and block them away from using their ultimate, and they cannot do anything, and that was it. And they are not able to go to the spawn. And that will be something new for XQC. And what are you going to say about XQC, man? XQC was making some comment on Overwatch League, and we needed him, and he was suspended. Sarang the hoodie. What is Sarang the hoodie? Oh, it's a cam. Okay, never mind.
What the fuck is?
Sarang is a cam, right? Wait,
What?
Sarang is a cam. Sarang cam. Sarangun? No, he here write Sarang. Yeah.
What the fuck is Salam?
It's Sarang cam. Sarang cam. What? Sarang what? I'm not going there though. Who say I'm not, who say I will go there? I have things to do, you idiot.
Oh, then why is
Because I like to mention it.
Salam?
Yeah, we can go back early. See.
It's good for you.
What do you?
Honestly, I think that I think I was fun. As I was saying, I will
Alright, I'm gonna end my stream, guys, and thanks for watching. I'm going to sleep right now. Tomorrow I got shit to do. Tomorrow I will be the locker IC, so and to make sure I will make sure the flash card is back, the hard disk is back, and it will be good. Alright, tomorrow I will be taking care of the fucking locker, and I will want them get back the fucking flash card back before 5:30, okay? Just like that. Right? But Kevin, who had the flash card? Wait, what? Major Kenny and flash card is... Just to let you guys know, hard disk is with Major Kenny. What face? Wait, what?